Let's take a look at the chart action for Bitcoin. Okay, so here is what I'm looking at. We're on the 4-hour time frame right now, and we have resistance, resistance, resistance. I'm watching this downtrend right here. Until we break this downtrend going to the upside, I'm watching the Fibonacci retracement levels, the 38% level and the 50% level first at 44,146 and 42,937. If we continue to go lower, I'll be watching these supports down here sitting at 40,959 and 37,772. Let me show you how I got here though. Let's go ahead and just delete everything. We had an uptrend. Let's go to the daily time frame though. Let's go to the daily time frame, and what I was watching is this support and this support. We have two uptrends in my opinion. We have this one on the daily right here, and we have not broke this downtrend going to the downside yet. So it's still possible, I think, that if we could possibly still get a bounce here. So I might be wrong on those Fibonacci retracement levels. But the other thing I was watching is if we go to the 4-hour time frame, let's go ahead and readjust this trend line a little bit. Actually, no, we're watching this trend line is from these spots right here. The other thing I was watching though is this support, support, and support. We had another uptrend, something like this. Once we broke this uptrend going to the downside right here, I started looking at the Fibonacci retracement levels and the previous supports. If we go back to the daily time frame, we have these supports down here, and those are the bottom two that I was looking at. Like the other thing I said that I was looking at is the Fibonacci retracement. So what I'll do is let's go over to the 4-hour time frame, and we'll get a Fibonacci retracement tool, drag from the bottom of the trend to the top of the trend. I like watching these Fibonacci retracement levels because sometimes when we start coming down, we'll get bounces on them, start coming up. Usually, sometimes we'll get rejected on this downtrend because we're in a downtrend pretty much. So what I'll look for is a bounce, hit the downtrend, and then get rejected sometimes. And you could already kind of see that we're kind of getting rejected on that downtrend, but we are still kind of holding support on this uptrend. So if we break this uptrend going to the downside, then we could get more confident on hitting these targets, but it still kind of looks like we're, at least on the daily time frame, that we're still above this trend line. So we're going to have to wait and see if we break down whether we hit those limit orders or not, or the levels that I was looking at. So let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. Like I said, I was watching the 38% level sitting at 44,176 approximately, and the 50% level sitting at 42,921. Let's go ahead and bring back the original stuff that I was looking at from the beginning. These orange lines are limit orders in case we keep heading down. I'm doing these with smaller positions. In the bigger time frame, I'm still kind of bullish actually. If we go ahead and delete everything, we have a top, something like this. Let's go to the daily time frame though. We had a top on the daily, something like this, and then we have a bottom on the daily, something like this. We still haven't broke this top trend line going to the downside yet, so that's a good sign in my opinion. Hopefully we can stay above it and get a bounce on it still. Like I was saying, the Fibonacci retracement levels and these bottom support levels are kind of smaller positions. But if we go back to the 4-hour time frame and bring back all the other lines that I was watching, until we break this downtrend going to the upside, I'm keeping my eye on these Fibonacci retracement levels and these previous supports on the daily. On the daily time frame, we had this top, something like this. Like I was saying, if we break this top going to the downside, then we could even be possibly looking at these levels down here. This is just my opinion and what I'm kind of looking at or keeping my eye on. If you want to learn more about some of these strategies, check out this video right here. It's a video about when I buy and sell. Alright, if you guys liked the video, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.